Sup nerds! So it took me a hot minute, but I finally got all the Enclave stuff from the raids. So of course, it's time to update the every free-to-play Enclave items obtainable in Fallout 76 today. And just like last time, wow. Last Enclave video was in May 2024. Anyway, just like last time, we will only be showing you stuff that are expressly shown to be Enclave related. Things like these tubes, thematically they could fit a Enclave secret lab, but it could also very much just be a vault tech thing. So because there's no way to know, we'll just leave things like this out of this video, and only talk about the stuff that are expressly made to be Enclave or if they have the Enclave logo on them. So without further ado, let's go. Starting out with one of the coolest Enclave outfits, you can get this sharp looking Enclave officer uniform and hat by completing the main quest Officer on Deck and becoming a general. You do have to go through a series of quests, but they are mostly straightforward. While doing those quests, you can also have the opportunity to get the Enclave Plasma Gun. You can also get this from the Enclave vendor at the production wing on the Enclave White Spring bunker, or by doing these Enclave events in the Meyer region. This is the improved version of the plasma gun, but you can't craft it nor modify it that much. You just have to hope that you are lucky enough to get them already with the mods that you want on it, or by buying box mods, which somewhat rarely shows up at most station vendors, with the most popular one being of course the Flamer Barrel mod. Speaking of vendors, it is also at the vendor in the production wing that you can get several of the Enclave items, like this Forest Scout armor. In the same way, you can also get the Urban Scout armor at the vendor in the production wing. It is also on that same vendor that you can get the Forest Operative Underarmor. And of course, the Urban Operative Underarmor as well. And still in this production wing vendor, you can also get the Stealth Boy Mark III, which though it is not an item that you can wear or wield to show off, inspecting said item you can see the Enclave emblem on it, and of course you can also display it, so it sorta makes it an Enclave decoration. Now, though not in the production wing anymore, if you come to the command wing in the same bunker after progressing through the Enclave missions to get access to it, you can come to this red terminal and learn the plans for the XO1 power armor. Nothing shows up for me here because I already learned it. When you first craft it, you will have the yellow prototype paint applied to it already. But you can remove it if you so desire to keep the standard paint job on it. That said, I don't know why it looks so black here. I could have sworn it looked more metallic gray before. Speaking of the XO1 paints, you can also get the XO1 Scorched paint as a daily ops reward, and this one definitely does look more blacked out because it is supposed to be. Now, though this one doesn't specifically state or show that it is a Enclave related item, the only being that is wearing this power armor in game is the Scorched Enclave Chief at the Enclave Research Facility, so I think it is safe to say that it is indeed an Enclave related item. Speaking of daily ops though, you can also get this Enclave Medallion as a daily ops reward. Or you can pick it up from Minerva if it is on her inventory during this rotation. And unlike the Brotherhood of Steel Medallion, which was a small wall decoration, this one is a huge floor decoration. Still in daily ops stuff, you can also get the Covert Scout Ops armor plan, including the Covert Scout Ops mask. Something I didn't have in the last video that I was lucky enough to get between May 2024 and now are the Urban Operative Mask and the Forest Operative Mask, which are both rare drops which drop both at the same time along with a Brotherhood of Steel jumpsuit and a few other rare items in a bundle from the public events in the Savage Divide. There are also the Solar and Thorn armors, which you can get from Rags and sometimes from Minerva. Now, though their effects are slightly different, they do look exactly the same. And you can also buy the plans for this mask from Rags to complete the look. There are also two free-to-play variation paints of the Hellfire Power Armor, which is canonically a power armor developed by the Enclave. One of the paints is of course the Prototype Mark I, which can be bought from Minerva when she has it on rotation in her inventory. But in the Spooky Scorched seasonal event, you can get the Hellfire V2 prototype paint. This one, however, is separate into 4 different plans: arms, legs, torso, and helmet, so it might take you a while to collect all 4. It took me several months to get the chest part, but there it is in all its glory. Now moving over to the items that you can get in the raid Gleaming Depths, which is quite a few, but from any of the stages in the raid you can get either the plans of the Vulkan power armor or the crafted pieces themselves already. And this is of course Frank Horrigan's power armor, but with some crystals on it. You can also get the mod plans for this from any of the stages as well. Now from stage 1 only, you can get a unique Gatling laser called the Valkyrie. And though this one doesn't have a Enclave symbol on it, I do promise you that it is an Enclave item because it has the same Epsilon squad weapon color scheme as some of the other unique weapons in this raid. In stage 2 you can get the Enclave Epsilon squad Scout Armor paint, which is yet another color variation of the Scout Armor. But I gotta say, I do like this one quite a bit. From stage 3 of the raid, you can also get the unique Guass rifle, and you can see that not only does it have stars on it, but it also has the same color scheme as before, the orange, blue, and red stripes, but also the big E of the Enclave on top here. Still in stage 3 of the Gleaming Depths raid, you can also get the unique auto grenade launcher called the Resolve Breaker. It has that same Epsilon squad paint job and the Enclave symbol right there. It is also in stage 3 that you can get the Enclave Epsilon Squad Combat Armor paint, which I think is one of the best looking combat armor paints in the game thus far. We can also get the Enclave Epsilon Squad Raid Trophy on stage 3, which is the only trophy from the 5 that is Enclave related, but pretty cool to see all of the trophies together. Then from stage 4, you can get the unique chainsaw called the Cauterizer, and this one is one of the coolest weapons that I've ever seen in this game. It of course has the Enclave symbol on it and the E on the blade. But the look of it is just superb. When you equip it, you can see the red energy chainsaw blade thing, which is great. So cool. And still in stage 4, you can also get the unique rare rifle called the Lickety-Split, and this one too also has the Enclave symbol right there. I do like these raid weapons, the color scheme is pretty nice, but also it is one of the easiest ways to get your hands on some of these 4-star legendary perks. Then finally from stage 5, you can get the Enclave Secret Operative Underarmor, which I have to say is probably the best looking underarmor in the game at this moment. I do love this look. Anyway, that's it. Every free-to-play Enclave related item that we can still obtain in Fallout 76 today. There are some other raid rewards that you can get, including some weapons, but I omitted them here because they don't seem to have anything to do with Enclave. Anyway, do you think I missed something? Let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video. Consider helping out the channel by clicking on the join down below. Subscribe to see more videos like this, and of course, always nerd on.